saves his stuff with the Nidus. Yeah, losing the last bases. Nice play by Hasu, but DarK.ForcE was sleeping a little bit in this game. Yeah, let's see what happens. HasuObs should expand another time. He rebuilt his Nexus on the initial first base because, yeah, the Vespene geysers are still pretty good and you can defend them pretty well. But yeah, you really want to expand another time when you are in this position, just to be sure. I'd speed up the replay a little bit. I think HasuObs should be aware of that stuff, of the island expansions. So probably he will get some additional observers. I don't know. Does he have? No, he has no observer right now. So it takes more time. Oh, he has an additional expansion. Oh, 2 additional expansions. Very nice. So he will be on like 4 bases pretty soon. This observer a little bit late. DarK.ForcE HasuObs realized that a little bit late. Adding another robotics facility to get more observers out. To have absolute map control. Probably he wants to kill all these creep tumors. Bam bam bam. And a War Prism as well. To kill this stuff with zealots probably. Nice. It's a Nidus Worm again. Yeah, he kills the creep tumors. Oh, and got a Nidus Worm on the top right. So he wants to harass his opponent, but as he can see, there are some photon cannons. So HasuObs is safe at his initial main base. Again, nice spread. DarK.ForcE getting the third base again. Here's the War Prism. Let's see what happens. Note that the War Prism can't be attacked by ground units because it's still in the air, although it looks like it is landed. And no, you cannot blink to the island expansion. This is something they changed. I wasn't sure when I casted the last game, but no, you can't blink to the islands. I don't like that. I think it's cool that you can't blink from here to there. It was possible in the beta. I think it was like from here to there, but they fixed that. And GG by DarK.ForcE, by the way. Of course, he couldn't do anything else in this game. He lost 2 these decent storms. Bam bam bam. Last game, DarK.ForcE against HasuObs on the Naga Cavern. And I don't think that the Naga Cavern was the choice of DarK.ForcE. Well, maybe it was, I'm not sure. I hope this how do I call it? The way I showed the replays, the order, the order is right. So okay. Okay, let's speed up the early game as well, because in most cases early game isn't that interesting. Note that HasuObs is building an off-pylon, so he has some options. He has some options. A forged cannon sucks, I think, on Naga Caverns, because your natural expansion is so exposed that the first cannon can't defend your choke and your expansion. But he builds a forge first. And look at the drone here. He really wants to defend his choke, not to be walled in by 2 pylons. HasuObs is cheesing again. Okay. He should cheese when the drone is going down to build a hatchery, but no, no, it's too late. Cannon is finished. Here's a gateway. And DarK.ForcE will expand like here pretty soon. I'm sure. He needs to. He needs to have 2 base. Second gateway, and let's slow down the replay again. Simulators are made, and I miss a pylon on the low ground there. The cannon does some damage, so the running Zerglings are only 4 out of 6. And DarK.ForcE needs to be very careful because probes are so strong. Well, but he can kill off 1 probe there. Nice, nice. HasuObs still has no forces. Okay, there's the first Zealot. And the Zealot should win against these Zerglings. Just because 1 Zergling got 1 hit. Oh, there's Zergling speed finished. You saw them kicking in some more speed. No, HasuObs just waits with the Zealot there in his PN line. Best thing he can do, because he can't miss micro there in any case. So DarK.ForcE still hasn't expanded because of this Photon Cannon there. I don't like that choice. He should expand there. Oh, Hasu is building, has a probe in the right spot. So Hasu should expand there. Of course, very out of position. But he needs 2 bases. He will lose on 1 base against 1 base Protoss. He really needs another base. Here is the Warp Gate research. And Hasu still is not expanding. I think it's late. But on the Naga Caverns, I can understand because, as I mentioned, the expansion is so exposed and this cannon can't defend your nexus there. He does build another pylon to get more cannons probably. And now the Stalkers can clean up that mess here. He lost 1 more probe, I'm pretty sure. But looking at the Harvester count, both players are even. Nothing special. Lair tech is already finished. Oh! Pneumatic carapace, so overload speed. And there's a roach speed. So we probably see a drop. Cannon is still in the place. So DarK.ForcE cannot expand. But there's a Twilight Council for Blink Stalkers. 3rd gateway. So HasuObs is building the same build as usual. No upgrades for his Stalkers. Note that Kiwikaki is doing something like the same build, but he builds exactly 8 Zealots. By the way, DarK.ForcE is cleaning up that mess here. Exactly 8 Zealots and the 1-0 upgrade, and then he attacks his opponent to kill off all the Zerglings that are left. And sometimes you can do so much damage to your opponent that you will win the game with the timing push. But on high-level games, the Zerg will defend that. But while you attack, you get a second base. Build like 1 or 2 cannons there, and mass Stalkers out of 6 gates. Getting a late blink, a late observer, and then you can mass upgrade. This is a very, very nice build. I love that by Kiwikaki. So Hasu is playing something like the same, but no upgrades, and I think that's a huge disadvantage. At least he is forcing his opponent to stay on 1 base by cheesing this cannon stuff there. Okay, here are the first roaches. 12 roaches left. Or, well, 12 roaches in the army. 30 harvesters for HasuObs and 66 supply for DarK.ForcE. DarK.ForcE is attacking the main base now. HasuObs has not that much stuff, but, well, it's Stalkers and he has Blink, so he is safe now. Here's the strength of Blink. Can't be surrounded by whatsoever. They outrange the roaches. Roaches have a movement speed of 3 and Stalker have a movement speed of 2.95. So even after the speed upgrade of roaches, Stalker can outrange and outmicro roaches, especially when they have Blink. As you can see, so many free hits on the roaches. Here's another nice Blink to get some more free hits, probably. But at least DarK.ForcE managed to get another base. 70 supply for DarK.ForcE. He just lost the roach, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there are the remaining claws. I'm gonna look at the harvester count. 36 to 35, so both players are even, but no gas at the natural expansion of DarK.ForcE. And we see some more gateways. We are now on 5 gateways and Templar Archives, something that Kibikaki does not. Yeah, you get immobile when you get in Templar Archive, because Templars are so slow. And you can't use your blink very well, because you leave your Templars out of position. Now, what is DarK.ForcE doing? He gets an Infestation Pit. The Infestation Pit is a nice counter against Blink Stalkers, especially when you get Hydralisks. Hydralisks do counter Stalker, especially when they got no upgrades. Because when you got upgrades and a Guardian Shield by some sentries, Hydralisks do only half of their damage. Because, yeah, 12 damage. Not sure, are there any Hydralisks out there? They will be pretty soon, I'm sure. Sorry. No Hydralisks there. I think they do 12 damage with a high attack speed, so any damage reduction is pretty harsh to their DPS. They do 12 damage, as far as I know. And Stalkers will have 4 armor and 2 damage less because of the Guardian Shield, so the damage is down to 50% of the Hydralisks. But when the Protoss does not upgrade his Stalkers, they do full damage and do counter Stalkers. At least DarK.ForcE is getting double evolution chamber upgrades. No Hydralisk range. And note that Hasu added Storm, and Storm is countering Hydralisks nearly as bad as Colossi do. Carrying Amulet is finished pretty soon. Still no further upgrades. DarK.ForcE sticks with 1-0. And 1-1 upgrades for DarK.ForcE pretty soon. Hasu, of course, sticks with 1-0. And nice blink there to save this one unit. And another blink. But he's a little bit overreacting. He should only blink with 1 unit. But as you can see, Infestors are here. And they prevent this blink micro. Something very, very important. And now that Hasu knows about them, he really wants to feedback them, because this blink micro is essential to have or use the strength of the Blink Stalker build. Yeah, we can see an Ultralisk Cavern. The hive is already finished. I forgot to mention that, but we can see it now. And we will see the Ultralisk upgrade. This should be the first thing you do after you finish the Ultralisk Cavern. Here's another expansion by Hasu, so he's on 2 base pretty soon. But DarK.ForcE is on 3 base, of course, pretty soon at the gold mineral patches. Sorry about that. I'm still not sure when I have to sneeze, so I hope it won't be on tape. Oh, another engagement by HasuObs. He will kill this geyser there. DarK.ForcE can pull back. Nothing special happened. I'm gonna look at the supply. 127 for HasuObs. DarK.ForcE has 142, but this is not a big thing. This is pretty normal that the Zerg is a little bit ahead in supply, especially because roaches do coast to supply. And yeah, maybe this is a big thing, because when both armies are maxed out, the Protoss army is something like always this stronger army. One more point for Day 9's proposal that Protoss will be the strongest race in the near future.